A little bit different than Thursday, obviously the two halves. It was the flip of what happened on Thursday, where I thought we were pretty good in the first half, weren't as good in the second half. Today was the flip of that. Obviously, I've been pretty hard on these guys up here in terms of taking more ownership. Here it's February, they're older, they've got a lot of experience, and to be honest with you, they deserve all the credit. My buddy asked me, hey, you need to bottle up that pregame or the halftime speech. Really didn't have a fancy halftime speech. These guys took care of it. They made sure we were ready to play in the second half. I love the response that I saw. Obviously we did not play very well in the first half. I thought they really played with great effort and give their team and their kids credit. But I love the way that we responded, and in some ways I'm a little bit different. I obviously we don't want to play like that in the first half with the our effort and our concentration and all that, but at the same time I actually learned a lot today about these guys that are sitting up here, as well as some other guys in the locker room, and I love the way that they responded. Questions for the players?
Malcolm, just that first half might have been one of the more disappointing of the season, and then the second half was one of the most impressive. Just what happened? What did you guys do, or how did you get the team change that?
I just think they were just getting comfortable on offense, and I think we sent out a strong statement, to make them feel a little bit uncomfortable, a little more uncomfortable.
Khalid, it's your family's only game here. Did you spend any time with them? Do you have a chance to talk with them before the senior night events?
I didn't get much time to spend with them. They got here sometime yesterday. I plan on going out to them later, but I know I wasn't going to get much time to spend as long as they got to see the game. It's cool.
Kendrick, did the team say anything? Did you guys as leaders say anything at halftime that sparked this, or just what you're taking?
We spoke as a team in the locker room. We agreed on some things that we was doing wrong, tried to clean up. It was seeing like we wanted to go out with a bang. The last game at State Farm, we wanted to make this inspiring effort.
Malcolm, you guys made 17-23 in the second half, but was the second half more about offense or defense?
Defense for sure. We know that we don't want to be known as an offensive team. We get our identity from defense because our defense jumpstarts our offense.
Malcolm, obviously you were just talking about defense and the 9 steals in the second half. That's a pretty high number for just one half. You guys really were feeding off that. That really get you guys going. The steals started to pile up there.
Yeah, kind of started at the end of the first half. We got a couple late. So that's just part of making them feel uncomfortable. Denying first century toughness. We didn't want anything to get easy on them. We didn't want anything to be easy for them in the second half.
For both of you, Coach said he's been hard on you and kind of demanding the leadership part out of both of you. Can you talk about just maybe how that's resonated? Did you feel like you could give more, and tonight an example of that?
I think the best example that was given of that was the start of the second half, because once we me and Ken got those steals going, I think everybody else followed. So take note of that. We do that every game.
About what Malcolm said, it's about our expiring effort. The younger guys watch us too. We set the tempo, and they'll follow.
Kendrick, you really shot the ball well tonight. How important is it for you to get going here late in the season, try to get back to shooting the ball like you're used to?
I'm going to keep being aggressive and shoot the ball if I'm open. I'm going to look for my shot, kind of play off my teammates.
specifically, can you talk about the difference in ball movement and player movement that you had 18 assists, which is 3 times as much as the last game. What was different? What improved?
I feel like a lot of this came from our defense. We picked up the defense that we got a lot in transition. So a lot of them, like Malcolm and Kano said, our defense jump-started our offense.
Anything else for the players?
I mean, we're late in the season. Do you feel like this can be a spark and, you know, help you end the regular season strong, win the Big Ten tournament strong?
I mean, definitely. Every win gives us momentum. And we're just trying to build on that, going into the next game with inspiring effort like we did tonight.
Kendrick, I'm just curious why referee bounced you on the rear end.
I mean, me and Teddy got a good relationship. I talked to him a lot during the game. He just gave me a little smack on the way at the end. Told me congrats.
Khalid, what was the experience like, you know, playing here at State Farm Center? Obviously, your first year here in the renovated building. What was that experience like for you in your final time playing here?
It was a great experience, just playing in an environment like this, fans, my teammates, my coaches. It was a great experience. Especially it was a lot different than what I was used to playing LSI. It was much smaller. Delaware, which was much smaller. So I enjoyed the experience. It went by fast.
Anything else for the players? All right, thank you guys.
Question.
John, what's more important for those seniors that you're, juniors that you're talking about? Is it more their effort on the court, or is it more their vocal voice?
Both. I don't think anyone's necessarily, either one of those is necessarily more important than the other, Jeremy. I think both. I think that, you know, obviously tonight those guys stepped up in that area, in that department.
When were you aware that they were shorthanded?
A few minutes before tip-off.
I mean, did you hear them say anything at halftime that sparked this? I mean, the difference between the first and second half. Start over.
Anything in particular? You know, I let them have, I've been trying to give them more ownership on purpose, Jeremy, whether it's even in practice, with things, in meetings, trying to empower them more. We talked about the other day, empowering plus the accountability piece. And I think maybe you would want to ask it. And they really stepped up today, you know, at halftime when I walked in. I could tell they had a little bit different look in their eyes. I mean, I obviously explained to them pretty explicitly how I felt like they played in the first half before I went in to meet with the coaches. And then, but I reminded them, so these are some of our problems here in the first half. We've always been solutions-based. And I looked at the older guys and said, you guys figure it out. And when I came back in, I could tell I gave them a little bit extra time than normal because I want them to take ownership. I think that's what good programs and good teams do. And I thought they took a step in the right direction today.
John, usually when we're in here, we're talking about a stagnant offense. That obviously wasn't the case in the second half. So what sparked that offensive surge you guys had?
Defense, like they told you, man. Defense. We got some stops, got some steals, as you guys mentioned. Rob mentioned the 9 steals. Somebody did.
I'll take it.
And that jump-started us, got us out transition, ignited that. And I thought our guys shared and sprayed the ball pretty well. Played very unselfish. We've gotten better at shot selection as the years went on. You know, even the other night, shot selection wasn't an issue for us the other night. It was poor defense the other night. Tonight they cleaned it up. And it was good to see us play that defense well tonight in the second half. Because that's hurt us here in a couple games where we played it pretty good in the first half. Or for, the second half that we were a lot more active, and I thought we defended with a lot of energy. I like Ken kept using the word inspiring. That's what I've been talking to them about. Unite our team by giving inspiring effort and communication. I thought they did that.
The one guy really kind of didn't get going offensively is Michael Finke.
Sure.
What's it going on with him in his shot? Is it just confidence?
Yeah, it's a little, I don't know. I mean, obviously he came back from the injury here against Wisconsin at home, and it just hasn't gotten jump started yet. But we all know what he's capable of doing, and we need him. And I thought he did some good things tonight, but obviously offensively, didn't maybe shoot the ball, get as many shot attempts, or capitalize on the ones that he had. But I have a lot of confidence in him, and everybody in practice, it's the same thing. All of our guys, we want him to shoot the ball. We expect him to shoot the ball. I've told him that. I don't want him to back down from shooting the ball because he's missed 1 or 2 or 3. If he's open, that's his job. He needs to shoot the ball. We all believe in him. We all know how much he cares. He works really hard, and it's our job to continue to work with him and make sure that he knows how much we do believe in him.
John, Jalen Coleman-Lands over the last 7 games, 28 of 58 and 3. Obviously, he's great there. He's starting to attack more.
Sure.
With an off season, what can he do there?
He's getting better fast in a lot of areas, defensively, blocking out. Like you're saying, Jeremy, playmaking a little bit, getting into the paint, taking care of the ball better. He's more connected with our team and with the system right now. He's really improved a great deal. And your point's a good one. A lot of guys usually take a major jump between freshman and sophomore. Obviously, we want to get him physically stronger. And he missed the entire summer in the preseason and didn't really start practice until around November 1-ish. So yeah, no question. I get excited thinking about him and what he's going to look like. And same thing with DJ. I thought DJ made some good plays tonight too. And to be honest with you, could have clearly played him more, but the upperclassmen were rolling in the second half. So it wasn't anything DJ didn't do. I mean, he played well when he was in there today. And I think he's got a very, very high ceiling as well. AJ gets some strength. Finke gets some strength. I mean, those guys are going to keep getting better. They're going to really improve.
John, I talked to Sam McLaurin and Noel at halftime, and I asked him about his, John Groce is the best coach that I've ever played for tweet.
Yeah.
He said it was because you listened to the players and you asked them for ideas. So when you said, you gave them some extra time today, was that so they could come up with ideas? And
Sure.
Whose idea was it to hold Jordan Murphy to 3 points after scoring 19?
Yeah. I don't know if I can claim that one, Rob. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, the guys just did the job. I thought our coverage in the post was better in the second half. I thought we kept it out of there better, and I thought we did a good job of helping when it went in there. We did what we were supposed to do with more effort, more energy, more communication, more concentration, and the result of that is that we played better, and our offense was able to feed off the defense. I didn't get to see Sambo. I knew he was coming tonight.
Coach, I know that sometimes when you have double-digit turnovers, you talk about that when you come in here, but tonight it was different when you had the 18 assists, as mentioned already, and the 9 steals in the second half. Do you just kind of not even worry about the 13 turnovers when you have forced that many turnovers with steals and assists?
I despise turnovers. That's my pet peeve. No, I don't like 13. I like the 18 assists, but the bulk of those, we had 8 at the half. We set a goal to play with 4 or 5 in the second half, and we were able to do that. But we were too sloppy with some of those in the first half. You're not going to play. I don't know how many games this year have been played with 0, probably none. But we expect to take care of the ball here. It's what we do. We expect to do that. We expect to play hard without fouling. We're good at that nationally. We've always been good at that, and that's not going to change. Hope that's what we want. And tonight, 13 is still a little too many, but better in the second half.
Any final questions for Coach?
I'd just like to point out that evidently you're having a good day today.
Sure.
And sometimes good days can build momentum going into the off season.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, Rob. I hope my wife feels that way when I get home, so I'm hungry. Order some pizza. But, yeah, so you just gotta kinda stay with it, man.
Did your new athletic director make his way to your locker room
He did, yeah, it was great to see him.
after the game?
Yeah, give him a hug. He's obviously still, looks like he could still play tough. That was, knocked the air out of me. But yeah, he had a chance to talk to the guys. I appreciate him doing that. He's got the coach's raspy voice right now. He's been speaking so much, so. But yeah, it was great to have him in there and give the guys a chance to meet him. And, you know, we obviously, all of us were pretty fired up about how we played in the second half.
Anything else for Coach? All right.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.